Es diferente.
Vale, ya la ganó.
No, número de cuenta, ¿dónde está la caja fuerte?
¿Cómo no aprender de Jiu-Jitsu,
What in the hell is this? Straight up question, who would win Paddy the Baddy versus Ilia Topuria? 50-50. They just had a playoff. It was an interim championship, but consider that a semifinal. Because whoever wins that is going to draw into the championship match, of which in the bracket, Ilia Topuria is sitting there waiting. Paddy does not make it out of the semifinal. But the guy who does, Justin Gaethje, gets over on Ilia Topuria. And you could certainly say Justin got over on Ilia easier than he got over on Paddy just because of the finish. You might smear that back in my face, and I'm not even telling you that Paddy can't beat Ilia Topuria. I'm just telling you that 5 months ago, you didn't think he could beat Ilia Topuria. Not to mention, I would argue that in the second round, Ilia Topuria went on a run that was arguably one of the most impressive displays of martial arts skills that we've ever seen. Justin Gaethje won that fight. Justin Gaethje is the best fighter in the world. I'm not trying to take that back. Not at all. But what is it that you think that you saw? What is it that under-impressed you with Ilia? I'm curious.
After spending nearly 6 weeks away from the spotlight, Ilia Topuria has finally made his first public appearance since the fight with Justin Gaethje. He had largely avoided cameras during his recovery, making this first clear look at the former champion especially anticipated. Surprisingly, his condition appears noticeably better than many expected, offering fans an early glimpse of how his recovery is progressing.
Since he has come back from the Justin Gaethje fight, and not gonna lie, it's getting embarrassing at this point. I love my boy, don't get me wrong, but we're getting daily and weekly updates of his face. How bad a fighter has to get beaten for us to get daily and weekly updates of his face. This was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever had to deal with as a fan. However, getting daily to weekly updates of this guy. Oh, look, he looks healthy. He looks healthy. Okay, I get it. I was in with it too, but come on. I love that he's in good spirits. I love that Ilia Topuria is looking better and better. He's getting...
Justin Gaethje has rejected the idea of giving Ilia Topuria an immediate rematch, arguing that Topuria should first earn his way back to the title picture. Gaethje believes Arman Tsarukyan has a stronger claim, while also pointing to Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway as other contenders deserving consideration. His reasoning is simple. The victory was not the result of one lucky punch or a quick finish. Gaethje believes he systematically broke Topuria down, so Ilia should secure another win before asking for another title opportunity.
Asking for a rematch at the end of... He's been saying...
Coaches have maybe, but
yeah.
his mouth is not saying that.
Maybe, and okay, so maybe they say they wanted a rematch at the end of the year, maybe December. Could we be confident about the Justin Gaethje rematch versus Ilia in December?
No. No.
You're not coming back at the end of the year?
He's not fighting me next. He's not fighting me next. Why would he fight me next? Arman deserves it way more than him. And then a couple fights are going to happen between now and then. I didn't knock him out. I didn't get lucky. I beat him up. He's going to have to get a win before he fights for the championship. He might go back to 145. We don't know what Ilia's doing. Are you his manager? You work for Ilia?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, obviously. You think he should fight me next? Over everybody else? Over Oliveira?
I don't know. I think
Holloway? Over Tsarukyan?
I think there's a lot of people in the lightweight division.
Yeah, so you think he should be the one?
No, I just wanted your reaction because he said he wanted a rematch.
A hard time. No. He didn't say he wanted a rematch. If I hear him say it, use his mouth and say I want a rematch.
Another matchup fans have wanted for years is a fight between Ilia Topuria and Paddy Pimblett. Their hostility dates back to 2022, when the two had a heated confrontation at a hotel following comments Pimblett had made that Topuria viewed as offensive toward Georgians. Since then, their rivalry has continued to grow. Pimblett has had an up and down period, suffering his first UFC defeat against Justin Gaethje before rebounding with a submission victory over Benoit Saint Denis in less than a minute. With both men coming off major moments and carrying plenty of history, a meeting between them would be difficult to ignore.
Why do you dislike him so much?
Because he's fake. He's so fake, lad. Everything's just orchestrated. I've seen him behind the scenes, lad. He's the fakest person.
Oh, you've seen him behind the scenes, and he's not that Ilia Topuria?
He's fake, lad. He's an actor.
That's so funny. So you found a lot of joy in that?
Yeah, oh yeah. I celebrated watching Justin win. You know what I mean? I did.
Another potential matchup entered the conversation when Magom Zankov made his striking debut at Fight Night 282 in Abu Dhabi. he lived up to expectations by earning a convincing decision victory over Damon Riapakai. Moments after the bout, with Daniel Cormier conducting the interview, Zankov immediately used the opportunity to call out Ilia Topuria.
Ilia Topuria, привет!
Hey, Ilia Topuria!
Я должен был оправдать эти надежды, потому что было много сказано со стороны моего оппонента. Он говорил, что он с команды Gaethje, Тапури, а они не знают, что мы с команды Хаиба Нурмагомедов, школа Абдулманапа Нурмагомедов. Разницы нету, с кем драться, любого жду.
Hey, I just wanted to make sure that I come out here and do my work because he was saying a lot of things before the fight. He was saying that he was from the team of Ilia Topuria. Well, guess what? I'm from the team of Nurmagomedovs. I come from the school of Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov. We do not care who we fight. We'll take everyone out.
Zankov highlighted his training connection to Topuria's former opponent and said his team is ready to face anyone. Demetrius Johnson also praised Zankov's debut and believes a future matchup with Topuria could be realistic despite the crowded divisions.
The beautiful fight. A beautiful fight. I would love... You know, it's kind of interesting where, you know, you have Ilia Topuria, he just lost to Justin Gaethje, and there's a lot of great matchups in 155 and 145 for Ilia Topuria, and I would love to see this matchup between Zankov versus Ilia Topuria.
Justin Gaethje's future in MMA is still unclear, with reports suggesting his mother believes he may be ready to step away. Gaethje himself has not confirmed anything. Georges St-Pierre, however, advised him to consider retirement, protect his health, and enjoy life with his family after reaching the pinnacle of headlining the White House event. The one exception St-Pierre mentioned was a possible Conor McGregor fight, suggesting Gaethje could take a year or more away, stay prepared, and wait for McGregor to recover before pursuing a lucrative matchup.
If I would be Justin Gaethje, I think you might not like my answer, but I would maybe retire now. What else that he wants to accomplish? What could be bigger than this? What he just did at the White House and everything. And there's one thing that could make me come back. Conor McGregor. Maybe in a year and a half, Conor might come back and he's a big star. And, you know, he's not going to be on top of his game. He's going to be, you know, like older. And Justin, you know, at some point, he's going to be, you know, we all have a prime age. You know, he's getting older a little bit.
Georges St-Pierre also discussed a potential matchup between Islam Makachev and Ian Garry. He described Makachev as an extremely difficult stylistic challenge and one of the best fighters in the world. At the same time, GSP acknowledged that Gary's size, striking ability, and grappling could give him legitimate opportunities in the matchup.
If someone gave you $10,000 right now to bet on that fight, where are you putting it?
I think the odds, because of the style, favors Makachev probably. You know, stylistically, he's a freaking nightmare to fight for anyone. He's, I think, right now the best pound for pound on the planet. But Ian Garry definitely has all the chance also on his side to do it. He's a very good striker. He's very long. He's great grappling, a great grappler as well. But he need, I think, to find a way to keep the fight standing, you know, like, and to use his style to his...
While some fans have begun questioning Ilia Topuria after his defeat, Chael Sonnen believes they are overlooking how dangerous he remains. Sonnen pointed to Topuria's willingness.
A guy with 2 broken eye sockets that can't see a target that tells his brother, send me in. That's what I saw. And I also saw that the number one thing that costs anybody in this sport is fatigue. And Ilia had been out for a year, not to mention lost his gym. I mean, these things matter, right? These things just make sense. Not to mention, I would argue that in the second round, Ilia Topuria went on a run that was arguably one of the most impressive displays of martial arts skills that we've ever seen. I do not exaggerate. Sean O'Malley says, and is right, if you rewatch that fight, that if Ilia Topuria, when he put Justin down with those body shots, would have Mark hunted it, would have turned and walked away, Because of the paralyzation that body shots cause, Justin would not have been able to move. He was paralyzed trying to get his faculties back. And the only reason he recaptured them is because Ilia chose to chase him to the ground as opposed to do the walk-off. Now, I get the games aren't played this way and you don't get to just run it back. Justin Gaethje won that fight. Justin Gaethje is the best fighter in the world. I'm not trying to take that back. Not at all. But what is it that you think that you saw? What is it that under-impressed you with Ilia? I mean, one of the reasons that I'm so blown away by Justin Gaethje is because of how damn tough Ilia looked, and he
to keep fighting despite suffering serious damage as evidence of his toughness and competitive mindset. In his view, the loss should not erase everything Topuria has already shown at the highest level.